Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. Hi to everyone out there all over the world tuning in. I am Jennifer from Personal Power Life Coaching, and today we have with us a beautiful new beginning. This is a new moment, so welcome to your moment. And I wanted to make this video focusing on working with difficult emotions because we are all emotional beings and we all experience what we feel. And as we get older, we may not necessarily understand what's going on, what's happening inside of us, what emotions are going through us, or what we're experiencing with life's ups and downs and various experiences. And this all comes along with the changes of life, such as when you're moving locations, you're starting a new job, or you have a relationship that hit a rough patch, some difficulties or conflict at work, or even a stressful commute. Whatever it is, now the U.S. government is shut down, which is an example of people who are working for the government that aren't that aren't going to work these days since December because of political reasons, and they are facing difficulties, and they have been. So how do we face those emotions, and how do we manage them and treat them in a way that can be helpful, empowering, and resourceful, that will help us to be left feeling in a more positive and uplifted state of mind and energetic space in our body, in our consciousness? I feel like that is really important and fundamental, because as I was thinking about this topic, I realized that at first glance, I have a lot more of the understanding of the difficulty. Like if I see that someone I love is fighting with another person, that really upsets me and it hurts. And it's uncomfortable to feel that. But just last night, I realized that it's really important and helpful and even necessary, perhaps, for us to sit with that discomfort and pain, and to acknowledge that it's there, to acknowledge that we feel uncomfortable because of this situation or circumstance, and that perhaps you feel like things have gotten out of control. Because when this happens, these situations that upset us, it's usually an indicator that the external environment is not living up to our expectations, your standards of what you think is supposed to happen and how things are supposed to be working out. But that is the world. That is the external world. These things do happen, and we can't control all of the factors around us. The best we can do is to appreciate and acknowledge that this is happening, and I can only come back to my inner terrain. So I share this message as an invitation and as a conversation with you, as a talking point where we can consider and contemplate that maybe you will get further along in your personal development and improve the way that you feel about these conditions that keep coming up, the conditions that you seem to want to avoid, but they're unavoidable. Maybe sitting with the discomfort, taking some time out in your own room or in a closet, even if you have limited privacy at home, such as if you live with your relatives and your family members. So taking some time out, maybe go into the bathroom or the closet and just sit with the pain, because it's really about feeling the pain. So imagine it's like a steam cooker that has reached a boiling point. And just as you heard perhaps in the background, there was this steam that was being let go of. That's the same way that our emotions sort of explode within us when we are upset and disappointed and hurt. And so I invite you, the next time that we feel these moments of discomfort and upset or anger even, to just sit with it. You don't have to stay there, and you're not going to stay there, but do so with the mindfulness and the awareness that you're in control of this moment, that you are choosing to just sit with it and breathe. Just breathe into the pain and just sit with it and notice what you're feeling. Notice in your body, where are you feeling the tension arise? It could be in your stomach. A lot of us feel that discomfort as a knot in the stomach, or nausea or pain. It could be tension in your shoulders, or you could notice that your respiration, your breathing is getting more short paced and it's becoming harder to breathe, or your head hurts. Whatever it is, there may be a physical manifestation of that upset. Some people, they try to find emotional relief by eating or drinking or smoking. But these are not the most resourceful methods for dealing with these situations, because they're going to pop up again. And when they do, or if they do, we need to be empowered to go into our toolbox and to have the available tools and arsenal for you to choose how to react and how to control your own inner terrain. Because no matter what it feels like, these emotions are arising within you, and yet no one from the outside can tell you how to feel without your allowing that, without your approval. Okay? So that is really the message for right now, is to just sit with whatever is going on, whatever discomfort, whatever pain may have been going through your body or be going through it. Sit with it, close your eyes, and just breathe into it and acknowledge where you feel it, what you feel, and just breathe. And I invite you to go on YouTube and find a guided meditation that will help you to work with difficult emotions and feelings as they come up. And it will help you to diffuse the emotional tension within you. And if you have to cry, then cry, shed your tears, and then take it from there. Take your next moment, but do allow yourself to be that brave, because you are courageous and you are strong, and you're stronger than you think and then you realize. And the first and foremost thing you must do is take care of your state, manage your state, so that you can then go out and help those around you, your loved ones, so that you can be in your most empowered, resourceful being, so that you can be the best mom or the best daughter or the best sister, the best colleague or coworker, neighbor, friend, okay? Girlfriend or boyfriend. But you can only do so when your cup is full and at peace. Okay? This will help us to avoid lashing out in resentment and anger, and it will help you to diffuse the fear that has been triggered. Okay? So don't let those moments of fear and anxiety trigger you into even more painful behavior that will create self-loathing or discomfort within your body that you're creating. We don't want you to self-sabotage or self-hate. We need to move forward in the life with more love and more strength and courage. We need to build every day like a Lego, like a set of Legos that build on top of each other, from empowerment to even more empowerment and more joy and more peacefulness and kindness and wisdom. Okay? And this is where it starts. It starts within us. It starts within your treasure trove. It starts within your ability to grow and to become this self-aware vessel of wisdom and love and light and purity. And it can start by us first acknowledging and facing the difficult emotions. They don't have to be so scary, and they're not, because a monster only becomes a monster when we say, oh my God, it's a big scary monster. But you're not that baby anymore. And we can grow beyond it, and you can transcend that fear, and you can and you will emerge like a phoenix rising from the ashes of what used to be. But you're no longer the caged bird that sings. You are the bird that sings flying free. So please fly free. Be you. Don't be afraid to be strong. Don't be afraid to be resourceful and to face those fears and that pain. Just sit with it. If you need to sit with a cup of tea and just allow yourself to just acknowledge that made me feel really uncomfortable because I don't like to see my family fighting, or I don't like to see my father drinking, if that's an example that resonates with you. And you can realize that really hurts in your heart, in your solar plexus, and maybe it will trigger some kind of physical reaction like tears or tension, as I mentioned. But we can only go past it when we can go through it. So you must go through it to get beyond it. So just go through it, because after all, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. You're not going to be spanked by anyone at this point in our lives. That was then and this is now. And of course, I can only speak from a frame of reference that might be a more universal aspect. A lot of kids growing up back in the day, they receive that kind of a punishment. So whatever that is for you, it could have been being sent to your room, or your parents refusing to love you or to give you affection. But you're not that baby anymore. And we can only really transcend something when you're able to look at it, look the beast in the face and see what's really there, what really frightens you and what really scares you. And then if you need to do some more work on that, then go deeper into it with the intention and with the aim in mind that you will transcend and that you will super exceed these previous and prior limitations, limiting beliefs. Okay, that's a catchy phrase, limiting beliefs, but that's what they are. They limit us, ideas, thoughts that we keep thinking, and they are triggered and they pop up. Like when you toast bread. It's like it takes its time, it's toasting, things are happening in the background, right? People are doing what they're doing, and then pop goes the weasel, the Pop-Tart comes out, and that's when our emotions are triggered with a certain consequential behavior. But I remind you that we are not puppets on a string, that you can control your inner terrain with the awareness as number one, and with the intention to go beyond it and to see what is beyond this. Because when we stay there, it's only because we're comfortable there. We're used to that pattern, that dynamic of this person does that, I feel hurt, then I respond in this way, and then we get happy again, and then it's like the merry-go-round. And then again, pop goes the weasel. The Pop-Tart comes up again from the toaster. But you can unplug that toaster. You can set it aside because you're in control of the emotions, that you are in control of the toaster. Okay? So just remind yourself in those difficult moments is, I feel like things are out of control, but I can still breathe, and I'm just going to sit with it, and I'm not going to react. I'm just going to acknowledge what's going on, and I'm going to work on me. Okay? So this has been a emotions focused personal power life coaching video, and I am happy to share it with you. My intention is that it will go forward and uplift, illuminate, and help so many of us, hundreds of people who will watch this around the world, because we are all one humanity. We all have feelings and we all have emotions, and they are supposed to be there. That's why they are within us. It's just a matter of understanding what are the hidden jewels within you. What are those treasures and the jewels and the gems that you are? Because beyond it, when you shine that, when you polish that piece of coal, you emerge a beautiful, brilliant, sparkling diamond that is of a value you cannot measure, beyond your fondest dreams. So you are that treasure, okay? Treasure yourself. Value yourself enough to care about how you feel, so that you're loving yourself in these moments of difficult times. Okay? And then the sun will shine again tomorrow. And that is for certain. So thanks for joining, friends. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. And remember to express your gratitude today. Write down your 3 to 10 things, or even just name them out loud when you're walking outdoors, at home, when you're washing the dishes, or taking the clothes out of the machine for folding or drying. Just say thank you. You know, you may think life is messed up sometimes, but I'm still thankful. I'm grateful for this and for that. They may be jerks, but I'm still thankful that they do this, or that they're not that. Things could always be worse, and then they can definitely be better. So let's abide in that nice liminal space of transcendence. You're moving higher, beyond anything that you've lived before, to new heights and greater levels of evolution. Great. Thanks for joining. I love you. Bye from Jen at Personal Power Life Coaching. See you. Thanks again. And do share this video if you are inspired, because it can definitely help someone else out there who needs assistance working and understanding and accepting their emotions. I love you. Bye for now.